Hey, what's up, crew? It's your boy Steph, and back at it. Today we're going to be looking at the Nylon Water shorts from Supreme's 2020 collection. This is a pair I really wanted to grab. So glad I was able to get it. Got the matching shirt, right? This item did sell out really quickly when it initially dropped, so it does have a bit of resale, which is nice. So subscribe to this channel. I'm going to keep showing you guys items from different dope streetwear brands. You know, you want to make sure you're getting legit stuff whenever you're buying streetwear, because there's so many people who are making counterfeits out there, and you don't want to be supporting those people. You want to be supporting the actual artist. To know that you're supporting the actual artist, you got to know what the packaging looks like, and if you're getting it from the resale market, then that can be hard to do. So one thing about Supreme is they love to give stickers away. We got our red box logo stickers, and then we also have one collab for the week as well. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. I don't know a ton about him. I'm not going to begin to start and explain his art style. It's very crazy, very out there. He really wants that shock factor. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's look at the packaging on these shorts. These are size small. I'm 6'1", about 150 pounds, so these are gonna fit me really well. I've had a few Nylon Water shorts from Supreme already. You have your Supreme size small sticker, and then you've got your label on the back. There it is, your sticker label. Now these didn't come in a Ziploc bag or anything like that. Just came in a sort of sealed plastic. So you can just undo that plastic. And we'll pull them out. Look at these tags, man. They are a little bit different, in color. There's a piece of tissue paper in between. They're pretty soft. They're not a real stiff nylon at all. They're really soft, actually. They're that Supplex? Yeah, it's probably Supplex, actually. You got a tag on the back of the shorts. And it says on there the size. And we've got our Supplex information on there. There's a net on the inside of these shorts, so it's pretty loose though, if I remember from the previous shorts. Here's your wash tag. Get a close-up on that. This is a very difficult thing for the counterfeit producers to duplicate, so if you can get a good shot of a wash tag, and if you can just get used to what the wash tags look like and have other items to compare it to, then you're going to be able to legit check way better. These Nylon Water shorts do come with that little secret pocket on the inside for your key or for whatever else you're using, if you're skating or whatnot. And yeah, so they're not quite the same color as the shirt, but I don't know, they'll probably still go well together. This shirt looks pretty washed compared to how dark these shorts are. They're just, yeah, a different tone, but I think they're still gonna work, especially with my Jean Paul Gaultier. I can't remember how to pronounce that, but these shoes are from last season. I think it was the fall/winter 2019 collab with Vans and Supreme. So anyways, I do have a video exploring these shoes a little bit. You can definitely check that out, but that's what I'm gonna be matching with these shorts. So let's go ahead and try them on for you guys. All right, yeah, I think they still go well together, especially with these shoes. Rocking it. I probably need some better socks to wear. Cause yeah, my mailman curse is that my regulation shoes just destroy any sort of a tan for my feet. But I do get to wear shorts, so that's at least a bonus. Anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think about these shorts, if you like them. If you think it was just all hype or whatnot, these did just go like crazy. The other shorts, the Nylon Water shorts, did not sell out. They all sat for the whole week, basically. I wasn't really watching super closely, but yeah, these ones did sell out really quickly. So I was really fortunate to pick up a pair. Yesterday, I did go after that Supreme blanket, so we'll be checking that out soon. And I did get the Supreme Lizard tee. I'm really excited for that one. I said I wanted the marble tee, but that was kind of like a last choice. And since I was able to get that Lizard tee in the color that I wanted, it was all good, because that marble tee and the colors they gave me, I mean, I was hoping one of the colorways was going to be better, but the Lizard tee won out for sure. I also nabbed 2 shirts from Palace today. Palace Skateboards had a bunch of really cool Tri-Ferg stuff that came out, and I was able to nab up 2 of those tees. And then Eric Emanuel, another L this week, but I did get an order last week, I think it was, so I'm just waiting on that shipment. I think it might have been 2 weeks ago, don't really remember. And yeah, I was really hoping to grab the Space Hippies today, at least one of the pairs. I went for each one of them in my size. They all sold out. Unfortunately, I did not win any of the drawings. So we'll see about the next round. They're coming out with a whole new color, so we're gonna have another release. It probably won't be as expensive as this first one, this initial one, The OG colors sometimes, depending on the silhouette, will tend to do a lot better. As we saw with the React Element 87 just recently, I think the Space Hippie may be on that same trend, but again, we'll find out about that as time goes on. I'm also really excited because this week one of my very best friends from my childhood is here visiting in my hometown. So I've been spending a lot of time with him. We both love jamming out on all the different musical instruments, just going after it, and we're both very artistic and we really feed off each other well. So I'm really excited that he's in town. He's the one who got the beaver footage. We were both filming, I guess at that time. I was filming the pelicans, but then he sees this baby beaver. But anyways, that video's at the end, the whole thing, so you can check that out. But anyways, I am going to shoot some positivity at you. Before we leave, I wanted to tackle the first chapter of Genesis for you all. It's an Old Testament story of how creation started, how God created the world. In the beginning, it says God created the heavens and the earth. And then he goes on to create land and water and separation and vegetation and then all these different animals and then humans at last. He makes it all perfect, and then us humans basically mess it up, is what this story is telling us. When you go back into the history of this story, you learn that Moses is the person we're supposed to believe is the author of the Genesis story. Moses was a well-educated Hebrew who was actually raised in the palace as an Egyptian, and then he's kicked out later on when he's older, and then he comes back to rescue his people out of the slavery that they sold themselves into. And so Moses is trying to explain to these people that, you know, all these Egyptian gods that everybody worships, the normal gods that everybody's into, they're all destructive and they're not good. Moses was trying to tell the Israelites that their God was a God of peace and of love and of acceptance. And so years and years later, once we have it translated to English, somewhere along the line, someone decided to take this as actual occurring events. And it was never meant to be that from the very beginning. It was supposed to be a story that helps explain a concept. But over time, you know, 4,000 years, 5,000 years almost, whatever amount of time it is, it's a really long time. People come up with their own explanation for what this text says. And yeah, it's a very exciting text, the Bible is, because it really challenges people. It challenges you on so many levels, because when you read it through, there are so many inconsistencies, and you realize how the human error has been to try and be like God. As much as we can, we just want to be like God, and so we try and set up all these rules for how God would require a human to be. And Jesus very obviously shows us in the Bible, by his coming down to earth, that our understanding of God is always going to be wrong. God is always going to be more accepting than we think. God is always going to be more loving than we would think. And that's hard for us to wrap our brains around, but I'm trying as best I can to do that. And so I'm trying to be as loving and accepting as I possibly can. I'm not great at it. I still make lots of mistakes. I don't do things right, you know, but that's a part of being human, and you shouldn't feel bad about making a mistake and then learning from it and doing better in the future. Like, we're okay to make mistakes. You're okay to fumble sometimes. It's just, are you going to get back up and still take after it? Like this channel, maybe it didn't hit well for everybody at first, or maybe it doesn't work for everybody's different personality type, but as I continue to grow, you know, maybe I'm knocked down and like, oh, don't do that, that's not gonna work, that's not great, and I can grow and change from that. Or I can be like, oh, you don't like me for who I am, like, oh man, this sucks, people don't like how I am, or something like that. And if you stay in that spot, it's just gonna continually depress you. You have to find a way to still break out of that and go after those things, break out of the mundane, like the Israelites were in with their slavery. They got used to it. They kind of digged living with the Egyptians kind of in control. They had already given up all their freedoms because they needed food, basically. That's a whole nother story we can get into later, with the story of Joseph and his coat of many colors. And yeah, that whole story is also a cool one that we can always dive into. But anyways, I'm gonna cut this off now. So thank you all for keeping up with me and liking this channel, sharing it. That's awesome. Let's go out there and let's make a difference in this world. Let's show everybody that we can be loving, that we can be caring, and that we can go out of our way to make someone's day. Cans of Kelly. Oh look, a beaver, a baby beaver.
How can he swim so well with just tiny little paws?
Oh no.
Oh, he went in. He's gonna get you. I can see his little tail. Oh, he's cute.
All right, we should leave him alone.
He's so cute.